Hello. Today the lesson is on minerals. We can identify minerals by carefully observing their physical characteristics in various rocks. Color, texture, and crystal are observed through a microscope. The density of rocks are determined using graduated cylinders and balance scales. Now, luster, streak, and hardness tests are conducted using observations. Now, today we'll be looking at different rock samples and using Mohs hardness scale to help identify them. We find the hardness of a mineral by demonstrating common tests to evaluate the level of hardness. This is where Mohs scale comes in. The hardness scale ranges from 1 to 10, 1 being the least hard and 10 being the most hard. To perform the test, we can use some familiar objects that can be used in conjunction with this scale. For example, today I will be using my fingernail, which has a hardness of 2.5, a copper coin between like 3 and 4, a knife blade, which is about 5, and a window glass, which is a little higher than the knife blade at 5.5. It's best to stay consistent when performing these tests. So each mineral will start with the fingernail test and work our way up. Now let's look at a few different minerals and see how they compare. Now we can just start with any of these minerals here. I'll just pick this one on the side. Now, like I said, we first try to do a fingernail test. I use a white surface here to see if any particles drop off, just to know that this rock would not be hard enough to withstand a fingernail. As I see, nothing really comes off of that, so I can move to the coin. When I do the coin, I see very little particles fall off, so I'd like to try another one higher than that. We'll go to the knife, and this one is really coming off there. So that would be a hardness of a 5. Now we can set that aside, and we can try another rock. Look at this one here. I'll start with the fingernail test like I said. And by starting with that one, I see a lot of residue already coming off from the paper. It may be hard to see, but it's definitely a lot of red. This rock is red, comes off from the paper. That is a hardness of 2.5. I can even see the red on my fingernail, which means it was definitely coming off. Now I'll try to take this off so I don't get confused with the other kind. I'll try this rock. And we start with the fingernail. Absolutely nothing comes off there, so we'll definitely have to go harder. We try our coin. The coin does nothing also. We go up to the knife blade. And that is still withstanding that. So lastly, I have a window glass, and all I can do is lightly rub this against it, and I see streaks of scratches going across. That would give it a hardness of a 5.5, which is by far the hardest we have had so far. And then tomorrow we'll be using the same techniques to classify other rocks, and we'll show you how to find their characteristics even further from that. Get ready to rock, class. Thank you.